What's up, you guys? It is Shelby from Shelby's Final Rose. This is my second YouTube video. Please like and subscribe if you like this, if you like Bachelor Nation. This week we are talking about a little bit of tea with Nate with the Y. So we just saw Hometowns, and apparently there was an ex-girlfriend of Nate's that DM'd a famous Bachelor Nation podcast saying that she did in fact date Nate for 6 years on and off again, and she went to his college. So she also is saying that she did meet Nate's mom, and the sleuths on Bachelor Nation have researched, and she did. It's kind of like checking out. So it's not really matching up with that episode because Nate talks about that he never brought a girl home and actually never talked about being in love or women with his family. So it's not totally matching up here, but we're also going to talk about just like, does it matter? And then does this affect Michelle's decision? And also, is Nate ready for marriage in general? So let's get into it. We're also going to do a little self-care. I'm going to take care of my face. I'm going to put some Rosy Cheeks face mask on here. So yeah, enjoy. I'm going to use some witch hazel and cleanse my face. So I really do love this couple together. Nate is so tall. Michelle likes that. She is tall as well. She is 5'9". Nate went to Eastern Washington University, and that's apparently where he had this on and off again girlfriend for 6 years. So Nate's actually 27. I am also 27, so I find that really interesting that he managed to have a 6-year relationship. We haven't heard Nate's side of the story or anything, but apparently in the subreddit they're saying that it checks out, this tea that they're talking about here. So I don't know if it was the producer's idea. Well, probably it was, but the whole episode was talk about Nate never bringing a girl home. And I think Michelle finds that really hard to believe because Nate is literally the cream of the crop. Like, he has so much swag. He's gorgeous. He said that during his hometown in Austin, he goes to the park and goes for walks. He paddleboards 3 times a week. And I just cannot believe that he hasn't found someone that, I don't know, it's just like, he strikes me as a player, I guess, but he's never brought anyone home, and his family apparently doesn't really talk about their feelings that much. So let me run through what happened real quick to kind of like, I'm a little nervous, just starting these YouTube videos, so I'm kind of trying to figure out how to talk to the camera. So let's run through his hometown and the main points that are related to the fact that he had this 6-year girlfriend that his mom did meet. That is the drama going on. So during the episode, not even 3 minutes into his hometown, Nate said that he's never introduced a girl to his parents before. And that kind of becomes the narrative throughout the whole hometown. He says that he's never had a deep conversation with his mom about any girl before. Once again, he says he's never talked to them seriously about any woman before. And, that's valid for an on and off again relationship for 6 years, especially one that happened during college. I feel like it's normal to not bring someone home, especially if they're friends with benefits. It's like he wasn't in that mindset ready for marriage, clearly, and his parents have never seen it from him. So I don't know, it's not really like the worst thing ever if in fact his mom did meet that friends with benefits or on and off again girlfriend and just didn't mention it during the show. So this is Rosy Cheeks. It's a Lush face mask, and it smells so good. I actually got it for free because I recycled 5 containers, and it just smells like roses. So obviously this is perfect for Shelby's Final Rose YouTube video. Do some little self-care here. So they continue the hometown. Michelle says that she's super excited to kind of be like the first person to meet Nate's family, but then she also mentions that it's a red flag. And I wanted to talk about this real quick because I feel like people can have different opinions about whether it is a red flag or not. And I really don't think it is because, I mean, I'm 27, unmarried, and I just don't think that any boyfriends in college, boyfriend or boyfriends, we're not talking about me, but they're not really serious. There's only a few couples I know from college that actually like got married, like one or two. And we'll see how long that lasts, no offense. But yeah, I thought it was cute how Charles and Nate had a heart to heart, and he says that his family never really talks about feelings. And he was really happy to open up. He said, "I love you" for the first time to Charles. Uh, Nate with a Y actually is Nathaniel. Interesting. That's what Charles was addressing his stepson. And I think it's funny how it says a lot about Nate, the fact that he spells Nate with a Y. It's like, it's very like, I don't know, he's obviously trying to stand out or whatever, even though he does, as being like, I think I have his height written down here. How tall is he? I think he's like 6'5" or something crazy. Like, he's always towering over the rest of the guys. And I think Michelle's just like, yes, you know, the basketball girl in her is like, yes. I love that for them. We'll see what happens. This isn't a spoiler channel, so I don't know. But the fact that she did give him the first impression rose always tells Bachelor Nation that this guy has like very, very good chances of being her pick. So that's why everyone's focusing on this tea about this ex-girlfriend that wrote into this podcast saying, you know, she actually did meet the mom a couple times in 6 years, and to not be in love, I don't know about that. I mean, I know people who catch feelings on the first date, catch feelings on someone on TikTok. So we'll see what happens if he ever addresses that. But it does seem kind of like some petty drama on the subreddit. People were saying like it's kind of lukewarm drama, I guess. But I still have my tea, and we're still here because Nate is Austin's top 1% of hot men, and we need to talk about it. So putting the fact that Nate might have had this girlfriend before and she might have met Nate's mom, I'm just really happy that Nate talked about his feelings with the family. Like, I have written down here, the heart to hearts were phenomenal. Like, I love talking about my feelings. I think everyone should talk about their feelings. It's like how we get closer, especially as families. And their family has had a hard time with Nate dealing with the divorce of the mom and the stepfather, Charles, but he's still here today, and I think that means a lot. And you can just see that Charles is a really wise man. He's a great role model, and he uses this moment to kind of connect with Nate, and maybe they haven't seen each other in a while. They don't live in the same place. I know the mom was saying she's Canadian and brought some candy for Michelle to give to her students, which was so sweet. Michelle was just glowing. But the question is Nate ready for marriage? Is he ready for the commitment? Is he ready to be engaged? Going from someone that his parents looked at him like he's never been in love before. They didn't say anything about, he's never talked to them about women, about girls. And the family was having kind of a hard time processing this, I guess. Maybe they do know the fact that he did get the first impression rose, that Nate has a very high chance of being engaged, and he seems very confident. But everyone else is kind of a maybe, including Michelle, something she struggles with. So, is Nate ready for an engagement? I'm going to say yes, because he is confident. Just look at his smile, look at her. They look great together. I think that he should commit to that. If he backs out, he would regret it. So, this tea, I wanted to talk about it just because it is something that's going on, but it really doesn't give me a red flag or anything. It actually kind of makes it like a green flag. Like, if this guy had something going on for 6 years, he was obviously committed to her, or committed to liking her, just not forgetting this girl, going back to her. trying to make it work. And in marriage, Charles was saying, you need someone to commit. You need to work together to be a partnership. So if he can commit to some college girl for 6 years, then I'm sure he's going to commit to Michelle. Michelle's an amazing woman. She's obviously the Bachelorette. Any Bachelorette is like top 1%. And Nayte, I don't know how he wasn't snatched up in the park on the paddleboard. Austin girls, what were you doing? Because Michelle has swooped in and she is here. She is taking her man, clearly. I don't know if this is The Bachelor anymore with Nayte being the Bachelor or Michelle being the Bachelorette. I just think they're perfect together. I'm looking at them now, like my mom and dad, like just staring at them right now. Like I love them so much. So let's see. That's everything. The ex-girlfriend's honestly just an afterthought, and he never loved her. And honestly, she's the victim here because 6 years, that maybe he was in love and just never talked about it with his parents, and now she's watching him on TV. Fine, gorgeous smile, white teeth, thinking like, oh, how did I let him go? Because every girl was talking about Nayte. So, yeah. Hometowns is done. We have to wait another week for Mental All, which I'm not the biggest fan. I feel like it's kind of like a filler episode. We will see what happens. Of course, I'm gonna watch it. Everyone just gets really petty, and tries to kind of have their last moment on screen unless they're going to paradise. But I don't think that they will address this at all. It's not something that needs to be talked about. And I think that he is fully committed to her. Like all the men she has right now, the last 3 are fully committed to her. So we'll see what she does. But the first impression rose does mean a lot. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to wash this off in about 5 minutes. Take care of your skin, ladies. Drink your tea, watch your Bachelor, and take care of yourselves because no one else can except for you. Also subscribe, please. I'm going to work on an intro. But for now, I don't know how to edit yet, and I'll get there. But I did get this awesome ring light. That's why I'm glowing. So have a wonderful week, and hopefully I'll be reporting back on Mental All or anything. There's been a lot of breakups in Bachelor Nation. Surprising breakups. Tayshia, love Tayshia. She's broken up with her dude. I never watched that season, but I'm just a fan of Tayshia in general, and I think she's doing a great job at being the host and going on with her career. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.